Hello, this is Nathan Sullivan here at Best Buy headquarters, meeting with my manager Nate Brown, and I'm sorry I forget your name.
My name's Sally
And Sally
DaCosta.
DaCosta.
All right. Likewise, I'm Sally.
Yep.
We have Nate Brown and Nathan Sullivan.
Correct. Well, back to where we're at, specifically past the inappropriate communications. During your time on PTO, or I should say right before you went on PTO, we did have your performance appraisal, finally. You were advised you scored a 2.1, and you were not meeting expectations. You stated you didn't believe in that score, and that wasn't indicative of your performance.
Correct.
And on the 17th, we agreed that PTO, in general, would be a good thing for you. And that I still believe that, right? You had stated that you're swamped, you didn't have time with your family over the years, Best Buy has caused that, and we provided you...
I didn't say Best Buy caused that.
Yes, you did. So, you had went on PTO for 2 weeks.
To clarify, I made the choice to work extra to make sure I was meeting expectations to make Best Buy successful. So now we can proceed.
Yep. So again, during this time, I had to find out about all the incomplete work that was not being completed. So.
And to clarify again, I kept in contact with you in addition to team meetings at local meetings at our desks, and advised
and you advised me
of
of things that were going on, but a lot of, this was
talking, just let me finish one moment. So I've always kept you in the loop, and basically even before you became our manager, I said, when we lost our first manager, I said, we can't do this without him. You can't just dump all this work on the two people. We've got that documented and in writing. Sure, we're go-hards. We'll go ahead and try it out if you really think we might be able to do it, but we did try it. Too many wrenches got tossed into the gears, and yeah,
sure.
Things got
So let me go through
up.
this list, and I'm going to focus on this list.
Okay.
So mobility service mailbox, emails aged 8 weeks or more, right? I mean, that's that was one of your primary responsibilities.
Right, and that's why I kept telling you regularly about that problem.
The Verizon and AT&T invoices were all 90 days past due.
Meanwhile, my teammates not helping me with those mailbox requests.
To the tune of almost a little shy of $1 million that we owed carriers that we had to address.
That's right.
Tango invoices 90 days past due.
Yeah.
No audits have been done since June.
That's right, because the hierarchy is I've been in contact about this whole thing.
HER tablets weren't ordered.
Right, because you told me not to do that.
The second batch.
You said, scratch your priorities, here's what you have to work on. And I
the HR
literally did
feed
that.
for multiple lines of service hadn't been completed.
What?
The HR feed, required use of multiple lines of service. The primary usage hadn't been completed.
Yeah.
Since mid-July.
That's some brand new process that we are just now trying, and I even told them that you had other priorities for me and that I wouldn't be able to get to that project because I had too many initiatives thrown on one man's plate.
Verizon had not been closing new activation orders since May.
Say what?
Had not been properly closing new activation orders since May.
Verizon hasn't been closing new activation orders.
Yeah. And monthly contract data on premium mobile is inaccurate.
So
last
Verizon,
Tango audit was not completed.
So Tango missed an audit, and wait a minute. So you're saying you found an audit that Tango missed, and you're putting that on my... Wait, can you read that one again? That last one about
Tango audit had not been completed.
Which Tango audit are you referring to?
The mobile contract data and premium mobile, generally.
The mobile contract data. That's a quarterly import that Tango does for us.
And it was inaccurate.
Absolutely, because they hadn't been able to load our data into the database. That's right. Absolutely. You've been in contact. I've been in contact with you about this the whole time. I literally think you're just firing me because you want to, because there's no justification for every bullet point that you have.
All of this work was completed while you were out.
Because the hierarchy was up stated right before I left. And
Without, I would
told
say
you that.
without issue.
Yeah, because I documented every process that we have in detail so that it could be handed off.
And again, the significance of this, from a financial perspective is, again, the invoices not being paid hit all in PA when we address them, right?
Right, that's why I was so pissed and why I was escalating.
Yeah,
And nobody was helping me, and I've got stacks of emails like, what is going on? I have to pay this invoice. It's going to be a fee if we don't. I've got all these emails to both LDAP Support and AppTalk. And you've got to be on several of those.
Sure, I was copying on some. Yeah.
So,
But you didn't
so here I am
you
providing
didn't-
absolute justice.
You didn't.
You actually made the decision to fire me before even talking to me about all these misperceptions.
Oh,
Like,
we've
what
talked about
kind
all
of
of these. That's why I said
Right.
on October 5th we talked about
We
all
talked
of this.
about these before. Yeah, before you told me that I have to take a vacation.
and
I'm
the
like, I don't have to. I was like, I
And
have
the
too much
majority,
work to do.
and a good portion of this stuff was stuff we've been talking about since July. Things we need to get in order. Things have been degrading. The 9 yards,
Oh, well,
right?
that's a natural evolution. Yes, we are increasing our line count significantly, and we will naturally have to reassess our workload and adapt to the new workload. That's not like, oh, look, our workload increased. It was because of your work, issues. No. We added thousands of lines to our spectrum. I am used to handling these amount of lines. Back when Keecher was my manager, I know what it's like and how much hard work it is. That was before I was doing any of the other stuff other than procurement. Like, all I was doing was procurement reporting, and that took up the entire day. Like, it was so much work to manage that mailbox. And that wasn't even, like I said, half these requests that, like, Dad would get at the time that now we're also handling. Like, I've gotten an incredible amount of, like, I should be cheered on how much work I've been able to take on single-handedly and optimize and document in detail. When I came here, there was nothing. I came out here with empty drawers, and they're
I'm
like,
not saying the work you did previously to the time period of July through September wasn't good. Obviously, I promoted you, right? In very short order. We can't when performance degrades to the point of where it is today, right? Employees don't get second and third chances. Listen, I mean,
this isn't performance. That's the whole thing. Like, you keep saying
because
this
they
is your
significant
performance
impact to
degrading.
Best Buy.
Yes, there was a.
I had to
performance-
I had to pull in other resources to fix all of this stuff.
What do you think I was
Okay.
doing? Can I have a copy of all of my emails exported, please? The entire archive, so that I can make sure that this is documented. I know that I have so many emails and escalations, and on the tracker for the team, talking about the current status of all this stuff. Every single bullet point. Ever since Best Buy hired me, I've been getting jerked around. My salary was cut. You guys didn't even know about it. Every time I got a new manager, I asked the new manager if they knew about it. They said no. Whatever. I swallowed my pride and I stuck with the company because I liked it so much. And you know what? I liked it so much that I was so happy that I had a manager that said, yeah, I know your idea may be a little out there. You admitted that they may be, just something that we're just going to throw to the wall. Some are going to stick, some are not. Don't be afraid if some sound a little out there. That was the prerequisite. That was what we decided that was okay prior to me sending you those emails. So, yes, I've sent you several of those emails with no response, which I assume was just you were too busy, whatever. But we talked about, well, this is kind of high level. Who else would be better? Thomas Kelly. And you specifically concurred that Thomas Kelly was that person.
Said the same thing. We need to frame these up in a business context for them to be digested by leaders, and that was never done.
No, that is what I was working on in the evenings, and I've got an entire
But your
website
template versus
showing
an
all of
enterprise template are certainly different.
I'm not having it. I need an enterprise template. I've got enough PowerPoints to sit down with Richard Schultz and Sharon and whoever I need to Hubert right now and say, look, this is fucking science. I'm trying to protect Best Buy because I'm an empath, and yes, I could see a little bit more into the future than it seems like most people can. And whatever that means to you, fine. But I see an opportunity for Best Buy to jump on a really cool idea to kind of jump in and get on that wave that's currently rushing into the shores right now that all the other companies are doing with heroes and all this kind of stuff. And that idea came to me with Star Wars, and everything's coming up. And Best Buy is in a perfect position to leverage that whole theme that I've documented. And that's simply all I've done is actually outstretched my current responsibilities to try to really strive for that 5, or the 5 in some category, to really try hard. And so to get turned away, like as I'm building my strategy and I've got all of the documents right now ready to print out and give to you, to be turned around and kicked, it's almost like a dog, a puppy bringing home a treat, and then your owner just kicks you in the gut and knocks you right out the door onto the sidewalk. That's what's happening to me.
I hear you. I hear your request to get emails. It is not a practice or a policy that we have to provide emails to employees from their account. So I'll make note of it. Don't know that we can act on it, but I would certainly have made a note of that request that you want your emails.
Particularly because I have a lot of ideas in there that I would like to personally pursue, as they are not ideas that were responded to.
I hear you, but they're on Best Buy, the Best Buy email system, so they are the property of Best Buy. Not that we're going to pursue them at all, but they're the property of Best Buy, which is very clear in our information.
I understand. That's fine. I'll live without it.
All right. So, was there anything else?
No.
All right. So the decision, as Nate mentioned, is that your employment with Best Buy is being terminated effective today. Now you do have the opportunity to provide comments. I know this isn't a lot of lines, but if you want to put some initial comments down, you can certainly do so, and you can even follow up with more commentary.
Make sure this is still running. One moment, please.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah, and so just so we're clear, everyone, I still don't have a clear reason why I'm being terminated. The counselor that they sent me to, which was presumably the determining factor of, I guess, I don't know what they thought, because to me everything seemed completely sane and intelligent. But regardless, I don't agree with the termination, and I provided justification for every bullet point, and they're trying to say it's a mid-year, I'm being fired based on a mid-year performance, which is...
the decision is a collection of things that are laid out here in the in this document.
Right, which we just went
related.
over. We went over every bullet point, and I've got justification, not only justification, but thorough communications basically justifying that my management leadership knew about all of this stuff, and that I was given the okay to freely communicate my thoughts upstream without being discriminated against. So ultimately, I still don't know why I was escorted out. I would like the security camera footage because my teammate Ryan Catalano was out of line and threatening me at my desk. And here, while I was calm that entire day and I'm a loving person, I was the one escorted out. I still don't understand why. The counselor asked me to ask Best Buy again why I was sent there, because she couldn't figure out why either. And so I told her that I would ask, and I did. And we still don't have a clear explanation. But regardless, I thought I was fine because they sent the confirmation letter that I was fine. So now that I come back to work, first thing, I just sit down and I'm getting fired with this list of bullet points that...
work assignments, attendance.
No, there's no attendance issue. I have a clean attendance.
Okay.
The expectations that were set is that, yes, you can certainly work from home, especially if you have lice that you're dealing with.
Before work, so let's be clear, the work from home stuff you had mentioned was the work arrangement prior to.
And you were okay with me doing
I
it.
changed those requirements at the team meeting that you failed to show up for.
Okay.
We talked about that
Okay.
after the fact.
So the one meeting I missed,
And you
because I'm
did
dealing
not
with
agree with-
lice,
you
you
did not
say
agree with-
that I
It's
can
not
work from
due to
home.
life. I said it was due for their holiday. That's what it was for. Everyone was expected to be here. That was my policy.
Hmm.
And you then subsequently left 2 hours later.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think you'd want me to stick around with lice, but I guess if you want to fire me for looking out for you guys, that's cool.
That is not it. Again, Nate, this is
Yeah,
it's
it
a
is.
culmination of everything.
Execution of work activities and assignments.
No, this is execution of me. This isn't I've already told you. See, you don't even want to look. You don't even care enough to look at my side and be like, you know what?
I have.
He is. Yeah.
I have tried.
But you're biased. You want to get rid of me. You
no.
feel like I'm a threat to you. And so,
Hey, listen to this. You would.
why was I being treated like a terrorist when I have nothing
No.
but
Never were you
good-hearted
treated like a
intentions? You know that I'm a loving father. I've been with Best Buy for 4 years.
What's the time frame this dragged on to? So if you say that I didn't care, I think that's inappropriate.
So
I do too.
I'm going to ask at this point if you've got some comments that you'd like to put on the form, please do that now.
No, I'm going to do that with my lawyer.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
give that to you later after I talk to my lawyer.
Okay. So one of the asks that we have is that you sign the document, which I suspect you probably won't do. It
No.
does not mean that you agree with the document. It does mean that we've discussed this information with you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're,
I
I'm
still
assuming you're
would-
not going to sign?
I still would need to consult with my lawyer before I sign that. I
Okay,
trust,
so-
not that I don't trust you, I just think it's a wise decision.
Okay. All right, so what we'll do instead is, and I will each sign it, and you get a copy of this to take with you,
Mm-hmm.
clearly. So we'll do that now, so just give us You gotta sign your version.
I brought 2 bags of Lifesaver mints to put on my desk for my teammates today. So just an extra bag I have to carry out.
Yeah. So I've boxed up your personal effects. I don't know if you want to take them today or you want me to ship them to you.
I'll
Yes,
take
we
them
do.
today. I want everything today.
Okay. And then
Do you have the equipment that I let you borrow to check out? I let you borrow one of my tiles. And I let you borrow a couple of things just to be cool. And
I have the tile. I will certainly put that in the mail. As well as hardware, we're going to need all the hardware back, obviously. Watch, phones, tablets, anything you got.
Well,
All them back.
I'll be transferring that out though.
Verizon's released your line, so you can certainly do that. From a transfer liability perspective, it's already noted.
Get out of the back. No, not the pen, the paper. Thank you.
What's the severance situation like?
What's the current situation?
I don't know. What is it? I've never lost a job like this before. I don't know what this is even like. I don't know what my next step even is.
Mm-hmm. Say more about that.
Hmm?
Say more about that.
Why?
What are you thinking? What are you...
I don't know. When's my last paycheck?
Fair enough. That's a great call.
I have a child to feed and house.
How can Best Buy help you?
I need money. I'm $80,000 in debt, and I just gave a bunch of money to charity to a kid with cancer last week. I saved a girl's life last week who was suicidal. I donated $100 to the Humane Society, another $100 to a church, and I accidentally overdrafted it on my checking account. So I'm in the hole with like 4 overdraft fees in my checking account, in addition to $80,000 in debt and no retirement because I used my retirement to fight for my extra parenting time with my daughter a couple years ago. So how can you help? Well,
And if we
job
could,
is nice.
what would you be interested in?
A job, maybe under a manager if he thinks that I'm not fit. I think I'm valuable, and I love the company. I mean, I don't understand why Best Buy would want to get rid of me. I feel like I'm like Best Buy is my parent, and I'm just being disowned like some kind of stepchild. Like I've been doing nothing but serving this company, and like sacrificing, like you said, even time with my daughter because I really wanted my team to succeed. And like I think back at all these times, I really pushed hard, and now I'm just being let go, like some kind of stray dog. I don't know.
Well, I mean, so it isn't really a practice to give a severance to termination. However, to Sally's ask,
If we could do something,
what is that?
I mean, it wouldn't be, I mean, I think it's just better to part ways, employee and employer, but if we could do something to help you out, is that something you'd be interested in?
Am I interested in receiving help? Affirmative.
Okay. What would that look like? 3 months? 3 months of pay?
Is there any kind of, I honestly don't know. Like, I have to look at my finances now. I haven't even straightened out this mess with my overdraft fee. This literally just happened because I had auto pay set up on one of my credit cards, and that auto pay just took $3,000 right out of my checking and paid that entire credit card balance, which I didn't want to do, and it caused my domino effect, which is currently the status of my checking account now. I'm barely above water in that account. So I think I need to even look at my finances and even to get an idea of my current situation before I can even say, well, this looks like comfortable and fair, all things considered. Like, something that's difficult to do off the top without looking at my own details.
Well, I mean, I think, can we do something? I think we can. I think we'd have to look into it. I don't think it's exorbitant, to be honest. I think, we could maybe do something like a 3-month, kind of whatever your base salary is equivalent for 3 months.
So,
and some
should I
benefits.
just call you back?
I can send you something.
Let me write down your contact information because I didn't have it. I needed to call you I wanted to try to call you a couple of times.
Okay.
I had a really difficult time through this whole process where I just kept calling and nobody was contacting me to even let me know if I had a job or to come in. Nobody contacted me at all. So it's just, I've got a lot of feedback about this whole process. So, like I said.
All right. So I can give you that information, but I can also get that here. I'll write it on here and I'll give you the document as well.
Okay.
Can I get your home address? Because I can send you.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised you guys don't have that on file.
Oh, I'm sure. It's just easier to get it from your file. It is on file.
Yeah, 2734 Mallard Drive.
I'm sorry?
Mallard, like the duck. In Woodbury by Carver Lake, which I'm excited about because I think I'm going to adopt Carver Lake this year. I'm going to try to.
And the zip code?
55125.
Could I get a home number to reach out, or
The cell phone number is the only one I have right now.
cell phone?
612. And I'll transfer that today.
Okay.
If I have the money. 612-812-2253.
Okay. I'll reach out. I'll say I'm going to look into this. I think we can put something together.
Oh, also this whole time, like my phone, like I would answer my phone because it still has the mailbox. Like this phone, my desk number is still in the mailbox. It hasn't been, so all these phone calls just go to this phone. So you guys are going to want to change that. Okay.
Okay.
What's the next step?
I'll be in touch. This information thing, take this talks, it's just some general information with regard to pay and receiving final pay, W-2, and then even further on it gets into some benefits information, benefits contact information. I asterisk the EAP again if you're interested in contacting them, and COBRA, etc. Cobra.
Okay, so I've got your number there, so that's what will show up in my caller ID. I just want to make sure
Yep.
I don't ignore that one. Okay.
Yep. I'll call you from that.
Okay. So where's my stuff?
At
It's
the
in
front
the front.
send a PDF, free ship label for PDF for company-owned equipment to return. I'm sure have it all ready to go.
Okay.
To your email address. Nathan Michael Sullivan at gmail.com. Is that still your personal email address?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
but no thanks.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
All right.
Can I ask? I know that the decision, according to you, was look because of a conglomerate of things. Whose decision was it?
It was a collection of people that were involved in terms of reviewing, understanding the information, and coming to the decision.
What was the collection like? I just want a good understanding of the current process in case I can improve it.
It was a wide variety of people, officers, mid-level, senior, non-officers.
And
Yep.
did they have everything in context? All of the emails that I had sent that had the entire vision with the Super Bowl commercial and the marketing plan?
I believe they had access to all that information. And
So, okay, I just want to make sure that they
Yep.
have all my plans
Yes.
to try to help Best Buy
Yes.
before you just said, oh,
fair enough.
his plan is this, and
Yep.
he should just be terminated.
No.
Okay.
I hear what you're saying, yeah. Okay.
All right. So I guess I'll just get my stuff